Good afternoon, President Clinton. My name is Yuhai Xiao and I go by Mike. I learned from Twitter that you are soliciting questions for your interview with YouTube next week. So I would like to contribute my questions. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to ask you questions. I have been listening to your speeches since 1990s. Back then, when I was in China, there was a book entitled Study English with American Presidents, and some of your classic speeches were included in that book. My questions are concerned with world peace and God. I might be biased, but I thought world peace could only be achieved through the grace of God. There's no Superman, Batman, or Spider-Man who can save the earth and the human race, but only him. Because all humans have limitations, I think. A world without God, or more precisely, without our belief in God, would be nothing but chaos, with some humans fighting against one another for something, for everything, or for nothing. Fights could take place between individuals, parties, groups, nations, or even planets. I remember we fight against the aliens in the movie Star Wars. So probably that's why migration to other planets might not solve our problem. Just imagine after a long journey in outer space, we arrive in a new planet only to receive a greeting message, quote, "Fancy running into you here," end quote, from the terrorists or hostile aliens out of nowhere. After all, our technology of communication and of weapons is always ahead of the technology of transportation. For example, the arrows move faster than the horses, and the bullets are faster than the jeeps, and the missiles are faster than the airplanes. Therefore, President Clinton, my questions are: why would conflicts and wars exist? Why is world peace only a fantasy, at least up till now? Why are we concerned about the invasion or hostility of the aliens? Suppose there are aliens, they do exist somewhere out there. Just for your information, Mr. President, I came up with some tentative answers that are subject to further scrutiny. Here is what I thought. I guess the ultimate cause of conflicts and wars is our selfishness. It goes like this. Excessive selfishness causes conflicts. Conflicts lead to wars, and wars could become nuclear wars. Perhaps reasonable control of our selfishness and tolerance to differences may reduce conflicts and wars and benefit one another and achieve so-called win-win situation. For the less selfish people, conflicts and wars might be the results of a few things. In my opinion, A. Miscommunication between people. B. Misconceptions and misinterpretation of one's own beliefs or religion. And C. Being misled by others. So those were just my opinions from a graduate student's limited perspective. I was wondering if I was on the right track, and if you could offer your perspectives on these issues and also your advice on seeking answers to these questions. President Clinton, if you don't mind, I have a few more questions for you. First, what do you think are some of the guiding principles of and approaches to resolving conflicts, worthwhile. Second, where are we from and where are we heading as human species? Some scholars are discussing these issues. For example, Professor Hawking talked about the issue of human survival back in 2008. And in his new book, The Grand Design, which just came out on September 7, 2010, Professor Hawking proposes his theory of the origin of the universe. Finally, I thought our ultimate goal in life was to pursue happiness and explore the meaning of life. To seek answers to the second question, namely the origin of human being and the origin of the universe, perhaps people need to collaborate with one another from various disciplines such as philosophy, physics, religion, and anthropology, etc. So my question is, what would be your advice on exploring new partnership opportunities for collaboration endeavors like this? Again, I appreciate your time and patience, Mr. President. I hope you enjoy the CGI 2010 annual meeting next week. Have a nice day.